Hello friends, my name's TheRealEmile and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 6. Now, in the last sort of racing video I did, where I raced some touring cars at Brands Hatch, a subscriber said he would quite like to see me do some GT racing, so that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, I can't actually do the GT racing the same way I would have done the touring car racing. What I did with the touring car racing is I went to the free play mode, put the car class to S and restricted it all to front wheel drive cars. That's how that worked. GT racing, you can't really do that because if you select the class the GT racers are, which is our class, and restrict it to rear wheel drive, half the cars won't get in and you'll be racing against LaFerraris and stuff. Anyway, I've also tried to do this in multiplayer with the driver tars, doesn't work. So we are instead going to be using the race driver experience in the showcase events to actually do this. Now, I tried the Spa Rain one. You use a Ferrari in that one. It isn't very interesting. I tried the Nürburgring one. You use a BMW in that. So we're going to see what car we get to use in the Daytona one. Hopefully it's something interesting. Because the subscriber particularly quite like to see either the Bentley or the Audi R8, so that's what we're going to try and get. Daytona's a course I think I will end up liking. I just have to sort of learn this track. I don't really know my way around this track at the moment. I believe this track was in Gran Turismo 6. But I can't even remember if I was very good at it then. Ooh, we're in a Viper. Hey, I like the Dodge Viper. This is actually the car I used in the GT racing in the actual career mode thing. I don't care about you, Mr. Justin Bell. Just make sure all the driver tiles are set up correctly. They are. I've tried to film this about 3 times and I forget them to do something at least once. I basically keep forgetting to turn the driver tiles up because I turned them down to like New Racer. To make the Modern Muscle Showdown thing the actual thumbnail for that. To actually make that possible, I basically had to put them on New Racer. I can't remember what car I had. I think I was in the Hell car, and I was basically just using that car to sort of slow the Chevrolet and the Ford down so I could actually get a decent picture. Ooh, okay. The cockpit mode in these cars, they are getting better. Originally, race cars in Forza, the cockpit modes on them were just useless. They really were useless. If you go back and look at my Forza 4 Let's Play, they're really quite terrible, some of the cockpits for these GT race cars. It's usually the JGTC cars, which unfortunately aren't in Forza 6. Does Gran Turismo now own the license to JGTC or something? They might do. Anyway, this Viper is the car I used in the career mode. I could do the career mode GT3 racing. It's not that interesting though. It really isn't. I should stop calling this GT3 as well because of course it's GT racing. There could be BMWs and all sorts in this. So I remember when I was actually doing the career, this Viper is actually really nice. I do like this car. It isn't the best in a straight line. However, through the corners it is pretty damn nice. It actually is skimps on horsepower quite a lot. You wouldn't actually expect it, but this car only has 470 horsepower, something like that. Like 475, I believe, is the actual figure. Which really, ooh, okay, we're going round in a circle. I have no idea how that happened. I assume I don't know actually. Interesting. I don't know. I'm thinking I clipped a curb wrong, maybe, because of course it is. Daytona does have some pretty nasty curbs. There are some nasty curbs here, I should say. They're not the best of curbs. Right, come on. Get up the arse of the Ferrari. Can we get round the Ferrari? No, I think he's actually starting to pull away just because he has more straight line speed. That's the thing with the Daytona. You really do need a straight line speed car to actually succeed here. And if you're anything like me, you don't build straight line speed cars. All my cars are built to be as grippy as humanly possible. I've actually got like a really nice Alpha for B class. It's a really awesome handling car, but it just has no straight line speed whatsoever. So that car wasn't particularly good when I decided to go race it. So of course, actually, there's another reason I wanted to do Daytona over Spa, and that's because we've actually done rain racing. We did it in the touring cars, but we haven't actually done. Ooh, okay, he's gone somewhere. Ferrari's had a crash. Did I overtake that Ferrari? I might have done. I'm not sure. What place am I in? I'm in 8th. Woo, okay, so we're not doing too bad. Okay, as soon as you put it in first gear, the rear end just goes on this car, apparently. It just literally just goes. Alright, can we stop into there? Answer, ish. Now, of course, I could do this the same way I did the touring cars, put them on unbeatable. However, when you get to sort of the faster cars, I've noticed the pro difficulty actually does get, like, pretty hard. I have actually had to turn the difficulty down for one of the races. I think it was actually the Daytona race. I was doing GT race cars, old GT cars, and I had an Audi 90, and it just struggled with straight line performance, and that's like a monstrous 600 horsepower legend car. So yeah, it did have some issues. But yes, driving at night, it's been done really well in this game, don't get me wrong. I wasn't particularly excited about it just because driving at night doesn't particularly excite me. Sure, in real life I actually do quite like driving at night, but in a video game I would much rather drive in the rain or just in... but there are some scary moments, I have to admit. Le Mans. I did Le Mans, this is again in the Audi 90. And I was doing Le Mans in that. And my god, it was terrifying because the Audi 90, and I only found this out just by doing that race, doesn't actually have front headlights. You cannot see anything down the Mulsanne straight. You just know. Or Mulsanne, sorry. You cannot see anything down the Mulsanne straight. It's utterly bloody terrifying. I do not recommend taking that Audi for the night Le Mans race. Okay, so you can actually... it could have broke a bit later into... That's the one thing. If I don't... Oh, balls. If I don't know a course, I went into first gear. Ah, that's why I crashed. Do not go into first gear. There you go, second. Leave it in second. The rear end does go out a bit in second, but it actually isn't half bad. Like, it isn't as terrible as it could be. Alright. Come on, pull it out there, pull it out there. There we go! Okay, we're around the corner without crashing. This is going well. Right. Where are we? We're still in 8th. There's a Viper in front of us. He obviously won't have much straight line speed over us. Unless the Viper SRT is a bit different. This is actually... they're two different cars. I don't know why. For some reason... the Bentley's on our ass. No, that's... I know the reason for that. Corner cut. Kind of. Cheating, but whatever. And that is actually what I do on this track. If you need to make up some time, just cut that corner. You can get a couple of seconds off. I'll stop doing that though, don't worry. Right. Ooh, we got more straight line than the Mercedes. Mind you, the Mercedes has the world's biggest wing on that. I mean, just look at that wing. That is a proper table on the back of that thing. That's a scary sight. I just realised we don't actually have a rear camera in this car. Huh. Okay, I didn't know that Bentley was that far alongside. I can never get the braking right for this corner either. First gear, issue, second gear, boot it, powerful, there you go. There's a Bentley on the inside. I think I just sort of squeezed him out there, so that's fine. Alright. What we actually... The good news is these cars are actually staying in a sort of a pack, so they are actually slowing each other down, which is quite useful. Because sometimes it can get to the point where sort of the first three cars sort of run off into the distance and then you're a bit SOL'd when you actually sort of want to win the race. I've noticed that in career mode, that does happen a lot. Also, the driver tar thing where sort of one of them ends up running to the front, I have noticed that happening a lot more now than I did at first. So, yeah, I think there is something wrong with the driver tars on this game. It's not game break. Anyway, it's not game breaking. I have no idea why it happens. Like, I genuinely just don't have any idea why one driver tower runs to the front. Because it doesn't seem to be indicative of car choice, because they can drive, like, anything and they'll just go straight to the front. So, I don't know, maybe Sebastian Vettel puts his AI into this game or something. Actually, no, he doesn't win anything anymore. Lewis Hamilton, there you go. He wins a lot of F1 races. I don't know, I haven't watched F1 recently. I know Lewis Hamilton's at the top of the driver's standing. Speaking of stuff I haven't watched though, GT racing. I've genuinely never seen this racing on TV ever. I do want to, because it looks like an awful amount of fun to watch. Like, I can imagine this is actually some pretty damn good racing, but... if I didn't clout the end of that Mercedes, I could have actually had that overtake. Can I get this Audi? And that's the question. The Audi is pulling away. Everything just seems to be pulling away from me. They just have slightly more straight line, it would appear. I'm going to kind of squeeze the Mercedes out. That Bentley, jeez, that Bentley really does have some straight line speed. I tried driving the Bentley. It's undrivable. It is pretty, excuse me, damn terrifying. I think I drove at a dry Spa, and it didn't handle particularly well, so there you go. Alright, anyway, can we... Ooh, that was a big dive. I apologise, Mr. Viper, but, you know, winning's winning. Rubbing's racing and all that. Alright, what we got in front of us? We got a McLaren. I don't need to brake through there. There's a McLaren and there's a something else. Oh, it's a BMW. Huh. I thought it was a Nissan GTR then. Why is the Nissan GTR race car not in this game? I swear they race in GT3 as well, don't they? The Skyline, sorry, GTR, not Skyline. Skyline and a GTR are two kind of different things. Kind of similar, kind of not. Mind you, don't they still sell Skylines? Do they still class the G35 as a Skyline? I mean, I know they don't sell a G35 anymore, but I assume they've replaced it with some bollocks like that. What is it? An Infiniti G37 that's in this game? For some reason, they call it the IPLG Coupe. I have no idea why it's called that in this game, but it kind of is. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Dive past the McLaren. Oh, gotta get the Beamer. Gotta get the Beamer. Gotta get the Beamer. Gotta get the Beamer. Beamer. Yes! Aha! I'm going to take third place. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. We're doing well. I'm actually going to win something. Incredible. The Viper's a little bit broken. I think that's mostly from that dive to that other Viper that I did in the final corner. Hey, we got a podium. That's good. I think that's a pass, actually. Hey, 70,000 XP, really? 70,000 credits, sorry. Hey, Infinity and stuff. Okay, well, that was some GT car racing on Forza Motorsport 6. I do hope you enjoyed. Bit of a short video today, but I wish I could sort of remedy it and make it a bit better, like a passing challenge or something, but I'm afraid I can't, so... Yeah, anyway, there you go, friends. I want to thank you all very much for watching. My name's been TheRealEmile. Until next time, farewell.